Greetings, Internet people. RantingRamsay here. How are you all doing today? So before I get into this next rant, I want to say actually it was kind of weird and creepy how things led up to this, because about 2 or 3 days ago I decided I was going to make a rant about this particular subject when my wife had emailed me the article. She is the one that found this for me. And then a couple of days prior, there's another vlogger that makes videos here on YouTube by the handle of Punk Rocker, and she makes amusing little video gaming videos that I watch. And she, at the beginning of one of her videos lately, had to deal with screaming children in her apartment complex that wouldn't shut up. And, you know, she had to wait for them to be quiet before she could start making her video and everything. And then last night, in a comment on the video I posted about getting back on track, Archfiend recommended punching small children to help build up the ire to do these kind of things. And that just kind of struck me as fucking funny, because if you've read the title and if you've already maybe possibly checked the link in the description, what I'm talking about at this exact moment is the fact that there's a restaurant in North Carolina that has pretty much banned screaming children, which I find just absolutely wonderful. It's the greatest thing ever, because if you want to know my philosophy on children, I will sum it up for you in just a couple of sentences, and that is that I do not burden the world with my children. I have none. And thusly, I do not expect to be burdened with the world's children. That's a pretty cold-hearted way to go about it, but that's just the way I feel about it. I hate screaming children. They just kind of like the laser into my brain that just makes me want to just beat them mercilessly. Now, of course, I never actually would, because I realized at one point in time in my life I was a child. You know, so, okay, I understand that, but I don't understand why parents seem to think that the rest of the world should tolerate their children with a smile on their face, no matter how outlandishly outrageous they're behaving. And the article made a few good points. Let me see here. It has has a sign that says "Screaming children will not be tolerated" in this restaurant in North Carolina, and basically the restaurant's owner has gone on record as having said that it has brought in more customers than it has kept away, which I can believe, because I know there's actually a decent amount of people out there like me who just don't want to be bothered with other people's children, that we have better things to do with our time than sit there and try to eat a meal while your toddler is screaming its fucking brains out and you're just kind of ignoring that fact. At least slap the kid or something, please. And it kind of goes beyond that. There's 60% of travelers would love it if airlines decided that families with children, or like basically made a section for families with children, so that if you bought a ticket in the non-children section, you should be relatively assured that there will not be a screaming infant who cannot be consoled because they don't understand the fact that their ears are popping or whatever in your section of the plane, and you won't have to deal with that. And that's fucking fantastic, too. I wish there was some airline out there that would instigate this policy, because basically, for me, the bottom line is, it's exactly, like I said, I can't state it any more concisely than I did near the beginning of this video when I said, I don't bother the world, I don't bother you with my kids, so get your kid out of my fucking face. Yes, you have a right to have children, and your children have a right to a happy childhood and all that crap. I'm not disputing that at all. But when you take them out in public, apply some strong hand of discipline or leave them at home. Because you have a right to have your kids, but I have a right to not be bothered by your fucking kids. And I'll tell you what, if I go into a department store or a gaming store to look for the game or something that I want to buy, and you're standing there not paying attention to your annoying-ass child that's screaming at the top of their lungs about, I want this game, I want that toy, mommy, mommy, mommy. If you're not going to slap them in the fucking mouth to shut them up, I'll do it for you. And then I'll probably get arrested. But you know what? I'll be fucking satisfied with myself because I'll have taken the steps to discipline your child that you refuse to. Wow, that sounds like a pretty shitty deal, doesn't it? I guess you better not take your kids out in public unless they're gonna fucking behave themselves, or someone like me is gonna fucking lash out and discipline your child for you. Most parents really don't like that. So, you know, but anyway, there's more people out there should take my stance. Discipline kids if the parents refuse to. Just slap them straight in the mouth. Not real hard, not enough to knock a tooth out or anything like that, but just, you know, the good old backhand right across the face when they just won't shut the fuck up. That's what you need to do. So check out this article if you're like me and you don't want to be burdened with the screaming children of the world. And, yeah, I've got another rant that I'm going to do. I actually just found this other article while I was looking to pull this one up, and I couldn't believe it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post this up for you now, and then I've got a few things to do today, but come around midnight or so Eastern Time, I'll probably throw up that other video, which I'm going to record right now. So yes, I'm wearing the same shirt in my next video. Oh well. I'm RantingRamsay. That's what I have to say about your screaming fucking kids. That is all.
Hey, did you get all that, man?